EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Getting set now for first round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, this is always a pressure-packed environment.
It is, but also a chance to see the raw talent that'll be on display for many a year. And at this tender stage, these players are powerful, talented, and often brilliant.
Frank, the players out here today really have the opportunity of a lifetime chance to earn a PGA Tour card at the end of this tournament.
And that life-changing opportunity is certainly going to be on the line. All of these great golfers have put in the time to get where they are right now, and they're just one step away. That's right, one step away, maybe this week, of earning a tour card.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway.
Rich, this is a rarity. A golf instructor or a former golf instructor trying their hand. This is old school. You used to see it in the 40s and the 50s. People used to go and teach in pro shops, then come out on the tour. I have not seen this for many a year. Someone good enough to teach, but good enough to play.
And you're hearkening back to the 30s and 40s when guys like Ben Hogan and Byron Nelson, two of the greatest to have ever played,
they took club jobs.
They had to take club jobs. There wasn't that much money in those days in the professional ranks. Another guy that comes to mind is Claude Harmon. Now, I think most people know the name Butch Harmon. He was one of Tiger's most successful teachers along the way. Frank, how about this third shot to the par 5 11?
Well, coming from the right side, once again, you have to be exact on the distance because that green now is at the wrong angle.
Down, little Sheba. Down. Just averted danger right there. So close.
What does he have all alike? Even par currently.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
Here now, the 12th hole at the TPC Sawgrass. It's a 358-yard par 4, so short on the card, Frank, but obviously a challenge. What's the key here?
Once again, trying to find that right position on the fairway, and that's down the right side. Anything down the left, that mound is going to block your view.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Now the approach to the 12th. Frank, what's the player looking at?
Well, it's a fun shot here for the second shot, especially if you've driven it down the right side, because then you can see the flag no matter where it is on the green.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today. Ooh, chance for birdie.
Setting himself up for a good weekend, the Wiley golf instructor makes his birdie. Action flying all over the place. Let's get down now to the 13th. An important stretch of holes coming up here late in the first round. What are some keys to finishing the first round strong?
Once again, putting that ball in play, because if you can add 1 or 2 more birdies to this scorecard, it's going to look great at the end of the day.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie try up next. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Frank, historically in this great championship, 14 has proven to be a pivotal hole.
Everybody focuses on the finish here, but you're absolutely right, Rich. This can be an absolute scorecard record, because if you spin your drive left, the drop back, perhaps on the ladies' tees, you can make 6 in a heartbeat. You try and air to the right, you can make 6 from the mounds. So a good drive down 14 gives you a chance for that fast finish.
Frank, as players get set to make that next step, to graduate to the PGA Tour, what part of their game has to really be sharp?
Well, nowadays, all the players are powerful, so you're looking for other things rather than straight power. And one of those things is adaptability. When you get out there on that first year on the PGA Tour, remember, you're going to be playing these venues for the very first time against people that have played it 10, 15 times, perhaps, so they have an advantage. So you're going to have to adapt very, very quickly and put the time in.
Oh, fuck
That had
that.
to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just a couple of feet.
Fuck you.
Nice par to remain at 2 under. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It's the second round of the Web.com Tour Championship, fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. We saw a lot of great golf on day number 1, but as we inch closer, Frank, with those 50 PGA Tour cards up for grabs,
Have to, Rich, with that golden ticket come the end of this week, and that's a chance to play on the PGA Tour. But for the time being, let's look at the way they're playing right now. We are seeing some players play at the top of their game. got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie.
Frank, what do you make of the par 5 second?
Doglegs to the left, so there's a decision to be made here all the time, but a good hooking tee shot, that takes the trees on the left out of play, and even the rough on the right. Good tee shot here. I've seen people get home with as little as a 5-iron.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole.
Second shot.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
It's no snack, though.
Fuck.
Ooh, inexcusable.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this. Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it.
Now to par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity here. Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close here for some unknown reason. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That's a good shot right there, about 15 feet away, and a good look at birdie. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Getting set now over the putt.
No mistake made there with par.
Frank, how would you describe the bunker all along the right here at number 4?
Well, it looks like it never stops. It covers really the entire length of that tee shot down the right side.
What the fuck was that? Oh,
Frank, he is one of
man.
the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
What the fuck happened there, man? Mo just did that fucking crazy shit right when I was doing a fucking nice ass drive. It's fucking crazy. I do need to get a new remote. Pisses me off.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh.
Come on, dude.
Frank, they threw him a life vest. He's back on dry land.
He's doing it. I go
And
one.
I hope this time he swings, he
Can I
doesn't
use
have
your
the water
remote?
wings on.
playing his fourth shot after the third was
I'm
wet.
this already pissed me off. I don't even want to play it no more. I was doing good on golf.